Hey guys, Mushme back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a web server inside Python and a client to connect to it. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to make a server.python. We're gonna import about three things. We're going to import from Flask. We're going to import Flask with capital F, response, abort, and request. Now we're also going to import JSON, and we're going to import what's it called? A request. Now these two right here, we're going to need for client.python. Now, to initiate our app thing, we need Flask, capital F, underscore name, underscore. Now, when you check if name is equal to underscore main, basically, that's just checking if it's being run in an actual file and not like a module. And if it is, we're going to run it. And if you want a custom port, you can run it here, like port 1000, about like that. And I think you can also do a host. Yeah, you can do a host too. Don't know about that, but there. And then now we can actually get to writing stuff. So now we're gonna have to have a route for it. So like a slash at the end. So at app.route, we're gonna run the route. So we do a slash and then whatever we need. So like we can do slash test or slash hello underscore world. But I'm just gonna stick for test right now because it's simple. And if you want to outlaw any methods, that's our thing. Methods is equal to this array, and then just put all the methods you want in here, all capital, like get, options, and all that, just like that. But if you want every method to be called for, you can just remove the entire function, like this, or not function, just like that. But I only want get and post requests coming to my web server. Now, to get it to actually run, we're gonna need def, and then whatever you named it up here, so slash test, you need like let's say slash hello world, you need def hello world right there. And now you don't need anything in these brackets, that's all good. And when a request comes in, it's going to store inside this request thing right up here. So now, we can do parse like JSON. It's equal to request dot JSON. JSON dot loads, like that. Boom. So that's our JSON. So if it ever passes in JSON in the get or post request, we'll have that. And method request dot method. There. So that's our method, either post or get. So there we go. And now we can do if method, now if it's equal to a get request, we want to return a value, obviously. So like we can return like some HTML. We can return HTML. So like h1 right here. \h1. I think I haven't done HTML for a little bit, so I think color red, I think we do. And hello world. Hello world. You see that now. Else, since we can only have two methods, it has to be post. So then we're gonna print parse JSON and return for that success colon 200. And we're done. Oh, and forget, we're gonna print, actually no, we don't need to print method. There, now, you see that, so client, we can have the data right here, JSON, that we can pass in, like data1 colon 100, so that 100 URL, we have that blank right now because we don't have our URL, and then r equals request dot, now we can either get or post, so I'm going to do get, get, and then we need a URL. So URL, and then we can do like JSON equals JSON dot, oh, that's, we go JSON dot, so we're gonna dump it, JSON dot dumps data. There we go. And then we also do like headers or something, but we don't need that right now. There we go. And now we can print R. So whatever returns from this here, we can print it. And now now we have to run our server. If we run the server, a GET request, the same thing as like going to a web URL. So here's a URL. You put it right here. We have to add that slash and then our thing. So test. That's our URL now. And if we go here, we can enter that in. And let's see. There's the pen in there. Okay, request. Let's see. Let's just import 404 here, just in case. Let's if so if some of those we'll just abort. So let's try that. Now let's see what happens in this get. Oh wait, yeah, we have to turn that into, we have to call that as like a function. Oh, wait, no, we don't. We'll comment out that and see if that works. Yep, there we go. Hello world. Oh, looks like I got the color part wrong. I'll just remove that. So there we go. I think it's just a JSON because there's no actual JSON right there. So we'll just remove that. And if there is, we'll print parse JSON by doing this, by just putting it in there. Now, it would be better if we check even if there's JSON. So if request JSON, oh, that's then. There we go. Now everyone's happy with this JSON. And I'm gonna put it up here. There we go. And now everyone's happy. There we go. And now if we want to run our client, we have to run it as a, we have to run this thing. So we need a CMD console. Pi, we need to run the server because you can't run it in there. There we go. Now we have our server running here. Now for a client, we run this. And we got a response 200 saying it's successful. Right here, it was the GET request. There. And then I think we do .json. Let's see. JSON decoder. So it wasn't actual JSON, so we can't really decode it, I don't think. But now if we do a post request, we send that in. Response 200. And we got our data. So it sent the data here. And then we sent a post request, which basically, it printed the parse data, as you can see right here. It printed the data that came out. And we returned success 200. And I don't think there's a JSON here. I don't think there's a JSON. Yeah, see, yeah, no JSON there. And we also do status code. Status code. You get, well, if you could run it, you could get the status code of that. So if it's like 404 or something. And there we go. That is how you get data. Oh, server froze for a second. 200. Let's try and get JSON again. Yeah. And we get a bunch of stuff like cookies, content, header. Actually, let's try content. I think that might be a success right there. If it was a get. Yeah, there we go. We got our thing right here. And if I try to str again, it should. Don't you just record that? No, it has to be in front. But there, so we got our hello world right there. else content. I think we can also do text. Yep, text, just regular text is the entire thing. Just like that. And that's how you make a webhook thingy in Python. So hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye. Woo!